Hi and happy Halloween! Because today what I'd like to show you is how to make a beautiful little braid with a pumpkin design on it. So perfect for Halloween. And you can make beautiful bracelets with it, or you could use it as the focal point of a lovely necklace like this. But the great thing about this braid is that we're going to use 20 cords. Now many of you will be used to using 8-cord Prumihimo. Perhaps some of you have used my 16-cord videos and learnt how to do that. Now we're going a little bit further. Well, why? Why would we want to do that? The reason is the more cords you have, the more intricate your designs can be. And you need to go up in multiples of 4. But I have got a little warning with this. It is a lot more complex. You have to concentrate really. And the reason for this is we're going to use the regular 32 slot disc. So when we've got using 16 cords, we're able to have 2 spare slots in between each pair of cords. Now, when we go up to 20, we can't do that. So those cords are going to come quite close. So it's all a matter of concentrating. But I believe it's well worth it because you can do some much more exciting designs. And this one in particular is very sweet. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is what you're going to make. With this bracelet I have used 0.5 knotting cord to make a relatively delicate bracelet there. With this necklace I've used much chunkier cord. I've used the 1mm satin cord. And just a word about quantities. With wider braids like this, and particularly with the wider cords, the braids use up much more cord. So I suggest using about 4 times the finished length of the braid that you want for each of your 20 cords. So this is the setup for your pumpkin braid. Now I'm going to take you through the way it's set up, and then I suggest you pause the video and set up your disc in exactly the same way. So the starting point is top and bottom here. What you need to make sure with this braid is that your cords are in 4s and that they're exactly opposite each other. So start with the top 2 cords and the bottom 2 cords, and then you can see where you are on the disc. And then simply work your way round. So I have 1 space, then 2 cords, 1 space, 2 cords, 2 spaces, 2 cords, 1 space, 2 cords, 1 space, and we're back at the bottom. And exactly the same pattern with the 2 spaces in the middle is repeated on the other side. So pause your video and set up your disc. Once you have done that, you're ready to go. You'll need a weight underneath because there are a lot of cords and you need to maintain the tension on this. I've got a table underneath, so I'm just going to use my hand. Now, as you work, there are a couple of things you need to think about. First of all, the way you turn the disc. And when you use more than 8 cords, you do need to make sure that you are turning the disc in an anti-clockwise direction. So I'm going to turn the disc like that. You also need to remember that you're working with the opposite cords. So you really need to concentrate on that. It can be tempting to work with cords that are not opposite, but you must be always with your opposite cords. And the final point I want to say before we start is to keep your place, remember to stop your moves halfway through. So if this is my first move and I need to stop, I stop there. Then I can find a place where 1 cord is on its own and opposite 3 are together. I'm just going to put that back for now. And now off we go. And remember, it's all about concentration. Don't worry that your cords are going to come close to each other. Just keep an eye on them. And it's your normal moves. Top right to bottom right, bottom left to top left. So off we go. And then I'm moving around. And I'm going to do a few movements round for you, and you'll see how the cords do in some places come very close together, and it can be a little worrying, but as long as you're concentrating on the pairs that you're working and making sure that you're always doing your top right down, bottom left up, or vice versa if that is the way you work, and turning your disc in an anti-clockwise direction. And then you just keep going. Sometimes you will have spaces on either side of the cords. Sometimes it's harder to see, as here. But I know I'm working my pair, so this is the cord here that I need to pick up. And so on round. And if you need to stop, again, just a reminder, stop when you've just done one chord so you can find your place again easily. And you quite simply continue like that. And you'll have a lovely little pumpkin design coming out from underneath. So don't forget, concentration is the key to success with this. And I hope you've had fun with that. And if you have, why not have a play with it for yourself? Because there are several really great pattern generators online that you can use for free. And I've put links for them in the information below this video. So take a look at those, and then you'll be able to use the tips that I've given you in this video with the patterns that you generate yourself, and it opens up a whole new world of Prumihimo for you. So have lots of fun. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, please do so, because then you'll know when I've got new videos coming up. And also have a little look at my website, where you'll find lots of tutorials, lots of hints and tips, and also my fabulous patented Prumihimo disc and my book. So there's lots there. And so until next time, goodbye.